when we just turn on ourselves. A bad reaction that we can't seem to help. Divided by the tyrants, so we riot till we burn our alliances. It's the reason this virus lives. The violence that rises when silence wins. We do it for the rise. We do it for the future that may not come if the fight's not won. Violence, 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 violence. Is it really the answer or what they want? So severe, it's left through all we hold sincere. When no one is willing to talk these things through, the clock keeps on ticking, but what's left to prove is fading away, destroyed by the hate. Always been someone with something to say. I cannot stand for this life. It's not why I'm living my life, so why let this violence survive? We do it for the rise. We do it for the future that may not come if the fight's not won. Violence, 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 violence. Is it really the answer or what they want? When hate is all we know, we live in misery, that's all we know. Because we do it for the rise. We do it for the future that may not come if the fight's not won. Violence, 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 violence. Is it really the answer or what they
No one can see me
Friday.
Just add some really horrible out of tune singing just to really make this painful for everyone. Yeah, hang on, let me fix my stuff here. And all right, here we are. I figure we're gonna do a little bit of a throwback to some of the old days now. So I guess we're gonna watch some crazy ass training tapes from the 1980s and just see all the crazy shit that comes out of these people's mouths. Oh boy, get ready. Here we go. Oh boy. Here we go.
Tape for business type videotapes and other things. You are seeing dominoes in the background. It is called the Ultra TMS software program for placing orders for pizzas. And what you are about to see is Ultra TMS. How exciting it must be for you. So now,
even this guy doesn't sound like he gives a fuck. He sounds like he hates this already. It's like, I don't even want to fucking be here, but I guess we're doing this, so fine. They already signed the paycheck for me to narrate this shit to you, so I guess we're gonna have to fucking do it. Even though the gun in the corner looks mighty friendly right now. Just the way the guy presenting it sounds like he fucking hates what he's doing. Like a teenager that really doesn't want to fucking be there. It's like, oh, fine, I guess we're gonna do this. All right.
Cue up the tape, and
Reminds
you
me of
will
fucking
see
Reaper from South
more.
Park.
Yes, more Ultra TMS. Yeah. Later. By the way,
Hit the enter key.
April 1995. Yeah. Go.
Can you imagine how bad people thought this shit looked now and compare that to what we have presently? Can you just imagine how ape shit they would have gone if they realized just how fast technology was going to excel in the next decade? Keep in mind, this is from like 88, 87, maybe 89.
Since I have installed TMS Quick Order, my sales have roughly doubled.
And I totally don't look like I care. Oh, 92, damn, so this is like 31 years old.
On January 2nd, 1992, an event took place of historic importance to the food service business. The first order entry computer system to use caller ID was turned on in Chicago. How will caller ID change the way the delivery business works?
Well, now caller ID can be, you can bypass caller ID using *69. So if you want to call like 30 pizzas to your neighbor's house, you can still do it. It's just that now you actually have to go through a more technologically advanced method than just giving them the address and then them taking it on good faith that someone's paid for it already. Yeah, it's like my sales have nearly doubled. I imagine all the single middle-aged women that usually answer the door not having money are apparently very disappointed when he realizes that now he only takes credit or cash.
Let's look at an actual location where a caller ID is in use.
This looks like the kind of Domino's you'd see in a rundown neighborhood next to the stop sign full of bullet holes.
TMS Quick Order with caller ID has been installed in Jim Groneman's Domino's store in Dolton, Illinois. His order screen shows the 4 phone lines that are connected to Illinois Bell's caller ID service.
4 phone lines?
The instant the phone rings, the caller's phone number appears on the screen. If the caller has ordered before, the name will also appear.
Do you know how easy it would be for you to fuck with people if you had advanced technology from like the 2010s and the 1980s? You could fuck with this guy so badly if he just had like 4 separate phones on the same phone plan calling him. He wouldn't know what the fuck to make of it. That's provided they would work. Because I know back in the 80s and the early 90s, they had the big brick cell phones that you had to wear tinfoil hat to use so your brain wouldn't get cooked by the radiation.
The order taker knows who is calling even before the phone is picked up. He presses just one key and immediately sees the customer's record with the address, delivery directions, order history, and even the last order.
We also see their criminal background, so if one of them has a history of killing pizza delivery guys, we tend to have them pick it up in store when we're holding a loaded shotgun to ensure that we don't lose another member of our staff. Because quite frankly, we're getting sick of sending pepperoni pizza bouquets to the families of the dead pizza delivery drivers.
Customers often order the same items as on their previous order. With TMS Quick Order, there is no need to re-enter the information. Just
again, the fact that this looks impressive to them back then is fucking bonkers if you look at what we got now.
Press a button. When the order has been completed, the system prices the order accurately and automatically.
Unless, of course, you hit the enter key twice.
Confirmed in the computer, the caller ID screen reappears.
You can press the delete key and wipe the order if
the order instantly appears on the make line display. An employee begins making the pizza immediately.
Or you'll have to scream at him.
At the same time, the box label, the driver's safety label, and a quick coupon label print automatically on the printer.
That different than the print.
Orders are easily kept in sequence. A label for a customized coupon is automatically produced for each order, so customers order more often. A key is pressed to mark the pizza as made. Then,
if I find out that Skynet helped you make my fucking pizza, I'm not going to order from you ever again because I'm going to be in fear that a fucking T-1000 is going to show up with a minigun to wipe out my family next time I order 2 pepperonis.
The pizza is placed in the oven. The pizza comes out of the oven and is boxed.
As opposed to serving it with your bare hands.
The driver removes the driver's safety label so he can easily see the delivery address while driving. The driver then dispatches the pizza on his run.
Yeah, this is back when you actually had
when he returns from the delivery, he checks in at the computer.
GPS.
This allows the manager or supervisor to check the status of an order at any time. TMS Quick Order tells him in seconds whether a pizza has been delivered.
And if it's not
TMS Quick Order provides many other helpful and time-saving capabilities. It functions as an employee time clock and automatically calculates payroll hours.
So what you're saying is instead of it being an oversight from management, it can now be the computer who fucks you over on your pay. Great. So you have to argue with a fucking machine now. This might be why we have all those really shitty automated customer support bots now, is because shit like this more or less opened the door. So if anyone wants to know the granddaddy of those piece of shit things that we all fucking hate collectively, this right here was where it fucking started.
It simplifies food cost control.
Pizza time.
TMS Quick Order includes the most powerful and effective marketing programs in the business. It quickly and easily produces mailing labels for new customers or customers.
Why the fuck does it look like a sweatshop in his house? Looks like a sweatshop's in his house. What the hell's going on? She's like, what is that behind him? Those are not all labels. What the hell is that? It looks like he's in the back of a 1980s Radio Shack.
Customers who received a late order or for customers who haven't ordered recently. These are just a few of the many new features that National Systems is constantly adding to TMS Quick Order to keep it the #1 system in the industry.
And if they don't order, and if the customers don't order recently, you'll keep hounding them about ordering just to ensure that you haven't lost their business to literally any other pizza chain that's a little bit better than this. Like, my complaint with Domino's is that it's always greasy. It doesn't matter, like, what fucking toppings you have. You can literally get just plain cheese and just the standard tomato sauce and the fucking crust, the typical crust of the pizza. And somehow they will still find a way to make that bread greasier than the underside of a Greek guy after hauling a 20-ton limescale block.
Caller ID is one of the best new features. It's great. I couldn't imagine being without it.
Here are some other examples of how TMS Quick Order has benefited other businesses.
First year that we experienced approximately 25% increase in sales and carry-out delivery. Second year was about 15%, and this year we're running about 10 to 12%.
Even though there's a number of new stores in the area that we're competing against, we've gained in market share considerably. And we also began using the progressive marketing on the TMS Quick. We've had response rates of anywhere from 35 to 50%.
As opposed to prior to that, when we had a pizza delivery, the delivery guy would just look at us like we were all assholes for expecting to do their jobs. They tell us to go fuck ourselves when they walk out of the pizzeria without a word. Like, it's just, I know it's a big increase when 10% is like for a regional business, but at the same time, you gotta wonder what the fuck they were doing prior to this, where they were having these kinds of issues, where such a system was made necessary. Seriously, what was happening with the pizza delivery guys prior to this? Were they getting into shootouts with each other over who owned what turf? The south side belongs to Domino's, east side belongs to Little Caesars, west side belongs to Hungry Howie's, and north side belongs to Pizza Hut. We have established the rules and the borders of the land, and if you dare so intrude upon my turf, I will bust a calzone in your ass.
Capturing those customers to make them buy from us, or to help them buy from us more frequently.
Yeah, like,
at greater dollar
amounts.
People look for the coupons and they order. Yeah, when they order with a coupon, they do tend to order other food with it.
I would imagine that in another year to year and a half.
Why does he look like Bob Saget if Bob Saget suffered a severe issue involving
around much longer because they just won't be able to compete.
Here are 10 great reasons to choose TMS Quick Order today. Use the most widely installed delivery system, over 3,500 workstations worldwide.
And then it was outmoded in like 5 fucking years when everyone finally got over the whole computer integrated into the fucking counter thing. Because it just became a hindrance because you had teenagers spilling shit on it all the time.
Increase your sales with TMS Quick Order's quick and easy targeted marketing.
Like, serious question, like how many times, how many times do you think they've gotten those systems completely just trashed because someone spills a drink on the counter because they got the teenage pizza guy that's always rushing out of the store? I really wonder how many incidents they've had where things have just gotten trashed because of small details like that went overlooked. And that's it. That's excluding the part where the thing literally just goes fucking Skynet and everyone starts printing out tickets like it's the fucking devil.
Get the fastest order taking in the business with TMS Caller ID.
Just a cap in your ass.
Increase customer ordering frequency with TMS Quick Coupons. Get more repeat orders by improving customer satisfaction.
Do you want to know how you improve customer satisfaction? You make decent food for a decent price, and you don't try to fist them every time you see them about promotions and deals where you're trying to push more shit on them to upsell them when they're out the door. Like, I know you're a business, but it's an asshole thing to do to the customer when you're harassing them as they're trying to fucking leave. It's just as bad as those fucking solicitors that turn up on your doorstep. On the upside, though, it's really fun to clean your gun when the fucking Jehovah's Witnesses come to your door because they immediately get the message that they are not welcome.
Lower your costs with TMS Quick Order. Get a system with a proven record of success and reliability.
Yeah, but then it was outmoded in like, what, 3 years when they found out that there were more efficient systems made?
Eliminate
I had a
manual
good
pricing
3-year
errors with
run, I tell
TMS
you.
Quick Order. Reduce training time with this easy-to-learn, easy-to-use system.
Mm-hmm.
Get fast technical support by phone, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Can you imagine back in the day where you actually had to be in the fucking office to answer those phones, how pissed off and annoyed you'd be that some asshole's calling you because their pizza delivery machine's fucked up again? I wouldn't have the patience for it. I would lose my shit after the third day of just 10 to 15-hour shifts of hearing stupid assholes screaming into the phone because some dipshit spilled something on their keyboard and now it's all fucked up again. At that point, you literally have to install a new one in certain locations every other month because it keeps fucking happening. Like, I wouldn't be able to fucking stand it. It would drive me fucking nuts to constantly be at that degree of fucking demand at a job which would just be antagonizing to put up with. I've heard good things, can't say I've had one. Can't say I've had a lava cake. I've heard good things, but I've never had one from Domino's. There's not one even in my area. So I would have to like travel almost to the next county over if I wanted one. Actually, no, it's not the next county over, but it's definitely not. It's not a drive I would make just for a lava cake. It's not worthy of a lava cake driving. It's not.
Get the edge on your competition. Call National Systems today.
There's a better way to get the edge in your competition. Oh god, here we go. It's like Arby's for food poisoning. What the fuck is with this music? Yeah, I love it when the fucking start of a training video opens like a 1980s sitcom. Because this totally doesn't throw you the fuck off. Slips. Oh, damn it. This is back when if you drove into the back end of a specific car hard enough, they would fucking explode. I forget which model it was, but I believe it was a Pinto, where if you slammed into the back of it, the car would fucking blow up because it was so poorly designed. Because the engineers literally put all the shit in the back of the car, so if you slammed into it hard enough, the fucking engine would explode. I think the engineer was just a maniac obsessed with killing people vicariously through accidents, so he just got off the thought that one day some poor fuck is gonna die that way. Yeah, did someone tell Diet Jean Charlotte over here to shave that shit off his head? Sees a piece of glass and the tomato. It's like, that's what you get for not tipping us last time, dick.
Is that the way we want our customers to remember their visit to Hardee's? This happened because somebody got careless in bagging his order and didn't follow procedure.
Bullshit, it happened because the fucking... Oh yeah, arrest videos can be fucking crazy. Like, you see some really nutty shit happen when some people get arrested because they just lose their fucking shit. Oh god, it is Mario. Someone explain to me how you blame the bagger of the fucking order, but not him for being careless enough to not hold the sandwich sufficiently to put all the ingredients under enough pressure so it doesn't slide out of the burger. Like, I've never been so unlucky that the contents of my cheeseburger just slides out of my cheeseburger. It's primarily because I don't really eat a whole lot of them anymore. But the thing is, though, that tomato slipping out, that looks like something that happened because he just wasn't hanging on to it tight enough. Or maybe they just should have fucking put a toothpick through him, like one of those old school deli sandwiches.
Hi, I'm Hope, and I take pride in my work as a frontline cashier. I don't want my customers to have problems because I didn't do my job right.
Yes, because we all know how many customers literally just wake up every day traumatized by the one time the Hardy cashier didn't pack everything like it was going on an overseas voyage to Atlantis. This is horseshit.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day and come back.
Go to hell.
I love to see customers happy. It gives me a great feeling.
I guarantee there are at least 3 or 4 people I know who worked fast food who essentially wanted all the customers to take a fork through the eye by the end of the week. And it wasn't every customer, but there are people I knew who had customers that were literally so shitty they would walk in with a pissed off mood and be even bigger assholes to them. Like, just for no other reason except for the fact that they fucking existed and had that job. Honestly, that video I saw recently where that guy splashes that McDonald's manager with a drink and the manager just fucking takes him apart was really fucking refreshing. It was really cathartic to see that manager just beat his ass because he had it coming. Like, you don't assault people in general, and you especially don't assault people when they already have an irritating and stressful job where their grasp on civility is essentially hanging by a thread. Especially when you're the one actively trying to saw at that thread repeatedly with shitty actions and behavior to people who are just trying to pay for their own lifestyle and pay for their own fucking expenses. At that point, you're just being the dick harassing the worker.
In fact, the way I see it is when a customer walks in the door, your reputation's on the line. The front line, that is. Treating customers right means more than just a smile. It means...
What, you mean to tell me I'm not allowed to headbutt the fucking customers? You mean to tell me that I can't jump over the fucking counter and beat the shit out of them if they look at me funny? I'm glad you told me that because that would have been a lot of problems. Like, could you just imagine having to explain this to people, like, just act like a normal, civilized human being, and for some reason that's considered a difficult task? I mean, this is back during the old days when you actually had to look people in the fucking eyes. But yeah, this is ridiculous. Oh, I always freeze it in the weirdest possible frames where it looks like she just stepped on a fucking... Why does it look like she just stepped on a Lego and is like mid-scream? Fuck.
Means doing everything right, even little things. For instance, the way I greet customers, the condition of the dining room, even the way sandwiches are placed in a bag are all important. So let's take a look at working the front line in the way that will win customers. When a customer approaches, I spring into action. And I've learned that a smile usually makes even grouchy customers easier to work with.
She used to actually sit on a pogo stick in front of the behind the counter, but they had to stop doing that because she kept hitting her head on overhead lights on the steam tables. It was a real issue for a while.
And remember, don't always use the same greeting. On our front line, we greet customers in many ways.
Hi, welcome to Hardee's. May I help you, please?
Hi, what can I get for you today, Mr. Smith? Your usual?
Hi, can I take your order, please?
If we know a customer's name, we use it. But the main thing is to be yourself and relax. Don't say the same thing over and over again, like a broken record.
This is literally how work is, though. Essentially, it's repeating the same cycle, like ad infinitum. You can try to switch it up, but realistically, you're going to end up reflexively going back to your primary greeting because that's kind of how the human brain works. A lot of it is just muscle memory and reflex, even if you don't always intend it to be.
Hi, welcome to Hardee's. Hi, welcome to Hardee's.
Hi, welcome to Hardee's. Hi, welcome to Hardee's.
Okay, you didn't need to torture everyone with that example. You could have just said it twice, and that would have been enough. 4 times was a little bit excessive. Like, you ever... I don't know. That's gonna be in my head now for like the next 20 minutes on a loop.
After the greeting, the next critical step is listening. How many times have you seen a cashier get distracted like this? This is not a professional way to do business.
Okay.
This kind of behavior gives us a bad reputation. And we want a reputation of being friendly, attentive, and fast in filling the order.
That's all well and good, but you realize that at this point it's going to be antagonizing to anyone where they constantly have to walk on eggshells over whether or not the customer is going to throw something at them. Oh boy.
Remember, we're shooting for a speed.
What the fuck is this Black Friday at Hardee's? Like, I've seen a Hardee's and I've never seen that many people in the building at any given time. Maybe 3 or 4 at most. I've never seen that many people all up near the front.
Speed record of 60 seconds or less.
God damn, a minute or less. How are you doing that? Now, I know it takes maybe 20 seconds to place an order, but you got to think about how long it takes you to relay the order, prepare the order, and get it out. That's not counting the fact that you also have to make the food still. Unless you got something that's already sitting there pre-made to like certain specifications that you can just throw on the button and send out there, which is possible, but not very likely.
One key element in speedy service is filling orders in the right sequence.
Slams his hand to the fucking
That means you get the drink first, then the sandwich, the desserts third.
Can someone explain to me why the sandwich looks like it's inside what looks like a hot dog carrier?
And last of all, the fries.
None of those things look appetizing, and it's not because of the grating nature of the old school 1980s film.
See, I told you we were fast here. When we don't follow...
They were so fast you didn't even see the employees put it on the tray. They were that fast.
Sequence, we tend to get lost. Watch this cashier.
That'll be $2.49, sir.
What the fuck? You looking for what's all where?
Which way will she go first?
Just get the stuff.
Okay, finally going for the fries, huh? Well, they get cold fast. Better hurry.
If the fries get cold in the 10 seconds, what the fuck is this music is right? Yeah, what the fuck is this music? If the fries get cold in the 3 seconds it takes to scoop them into a paper bag, then they're not fries. Seriously, like, why are we playing what sounds like circus music? Seriously, like, the time it takes you to, like, scoop, done. If it takes that long for them to get cold, like, maybe 2 to 3 seconds at most, then why even fucking have them in the fucking restaurant? Like, at that point, they would basically be rock hard and stone cold by the time they're out of the building. They'd have to go in and buy more, or is that the business strategy here? Buy more fries because they just got cold. Oh, buy more fries, those are cold. Buy more fries until they finally just say, fuck it, and walk out. Just wants like 5 bags of like rock hard frozen French fries now because they only got cold in the 2 seconds it took to scoop them into the bag.
Now what? The apple pie, huh?
Where's her hand? Where's her hand?
Now, back to look at the list again. Sure would help if she had remembered the order.
Could someone explain to me why the fuck everyone here apparently has dementia?
Finally, the sandwich.
And they walk all the way across the room. Hang on.
And the drink.
Ma'am, you might want to be careful. That guy's dressed like a fucking serial killer. You might want to be aware of the fact that he is well aware that you're fucking up his order, and he will remember this next time he selects his fucking victim.
How much time? 75 seconds.
Here's your order, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fuck, I'm fucking tired of this.
Now watch the difference when we remember the order and follow the right sequence. Here's your change.
See, I did it because I'm better.
First, I get the drink.
Wouldn't there just literally be like a little cheat sheet like under the counter you can look at that would be dangling down, probably made of like paper that's been laminated, taped to the inside of the drawer? I don't know. Seems like a much more efficient system than just trying to remember it off the top of your head, especially if you're not one who has a particularly good memory.
Then the sandwich, the dessert, and the fries.
The music is fucking terrible.
Thank you. Come back to see us.
Thank you. Fuck off. Leave me alone.
Time, 26 seconds. So remember this sequence.
But it seems like her order was smaller, so that might make it a little bit unfair to compare an order with 4 items with an order with 2. I don't know. I know I'm being kind of a stickler for rules here for once, but it's like you can't compare a 5 item to a 2 item because it's less than half of the order. Kind of sounds like you stacked the odds so you'd be faster, ma'am. It's kind of a dick move.
And follow it. Drinks, sandwich, dessert, fries.
Mistakes are never some uncanny valley shit.
Time. But that's not all. The right sequence is also important to keep the food fresh.
Goddamn, Steve.
Whether it's fries or sandwiches, never serve food that's gone past its holding time.
Otherwise, another customer will get food poisoning and die, and then I'll have to change my identity for the second time and go to a different Hardee's, and then someone that's almost identical to me will replace me, and no one will be the wiser because we are all essentially a template of a human being that is made to fit a specific archetype for a cashier.
Ma'am, we're in the process of cooking some fresh bacon cheeseburgers. If you'll have a seat, I'll bring them right out to you.
Don't forget about me.
No, ma'am, I won't forget. I'll bring them right out.
I won't forget. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see you because the fact that you've automatically insulted my intelligence and assumed that I'll forget you when you're standing directly in front of me makes me not want to serve you. But I'm going to do it more or less because my job obligates me to, despite the fact that I want to spit in everything that's on your tray right now. Seriously. If this was me on the receiving end of that shit, I would literally have to fight the urge to spit in every single one of their fucking sandwiches when bringing it over there. Like, I would be fighting the urge so fucking bad I'd be chewing my fucking nails out of stress and frustration for the fact that I can't just do this one petty, spiteful thing and retort. Ask yourself, does this food make me... because how good it is. God damn it, Steve. Well, only that's actually how she got the job for this, but we can't talk about that anymore because I don't want to get sued by any of the present parties.
If a customer has to wait for something to cook, I let them know right away, and I keep an eye on it so I can take it right out when it's ready.
As opposed to letting it sit there for several fucking hours like they do now.
If you explain delays to customers, they usually don't get upset. Hi, can I help you?
Yes. Yeah, you never want food poisoning. Food poisoning is always fucking unpleasant. There's no such thing as food poisoning that's good. Think of it, this food is good enough to make me... Oh, God damn it, Steve. God damn it, Steve. Think about it, is this food good enough to make me eat out? God damn it, Steve. I gotta be careful because I don't know what I should be. I don't know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say without the platform kicking me in the dick.
Ma'am, I'd like a big...
Whenever an order is to go, we follow the same sequence for filling the order.
You mean to tell me that you do the same shit you normally do when putting stuff in the bag? Who would have thought? That's so. To show the oh really owl. Oh really? Keep an eye on it, sure. Because I'm sure it's gonna get up and walk out.
Remember to lay box sandwiches flat. That way a customer won't be attacked by a blob of mayonnaise when he opens the box.
Mean to tell me that I'm not allowed to put the hamburger sideways so that all the fucking grease pours onto the bag and burns their waist whenever they try to eat in the car?
Now, this brings us to another area where our reputation's on the line. Handling kids. Just look at this little guy. His big chance to place...
Look at this little guy. This beautiful blonde hair and these beautiful blue eyes. He is the perfect one. This is some crazy eugenics bullshit. Goes into some crazy Nazi speech about the fucking Aryan race and all some crazy bullshit. It's like, I'm uncomfortable with how this is going already. If this kid's not careful, he's going to end up in the hamburger.
It's his first order and nobody's paying him any attention.
What do you mean? You're directly in front of him, looking right at him. You are establishing eye contact because you are letting him know that you're listening to what he has to say. So technically you are giving him attention. It's just you're wasting it by screaming at the camera.
Hi, can I help you?
My name is Timmy. I escaped from someone's van. Please call 911. I escaped from the island. The van is right behind me. The guy's name rhymed with Epstein. Yeah, this young man disappeared. He was later found inside of an oil drum several days later off the coast of Epstein's Island.
We need to treat kids like adults. Smile. Take their order.
You mean that if he antagonizes me, I should just tell him to go fuck himself because I'm not in the mood with his bullshit? Sarah clearly hits him with a fucking hand. Just slaps him across the back of the head or throws a fucking lighter at him from behind the scenes. Just see some big fat fuck smoking a cigar. Yeah, kid can't get his lines right. Throws his fucking lit cigar at the kid.
Order and be as helpful as possible.
Yeah.
Their parents are often at the table watching, and you want to make a good impression on them too.
Like if it's a single mother, the male cashier will slip them a note to give to their mom. Most likely thanking them for being a good patron or sometimes suggesting some really inappropriate things, which I cannot say here.
Here you go. And I put your change in the bag.
That way it's easier for you to lose. Trips.
It's a good idea to put a child's change in a small bag and write the word change on it.
As opposed to just handing it to them and expecting them to demonstrate some level of responsibility. I understand the principle of it. It's just kind of such a weird practice to me. I don't know. Something about it just strikes me as weird.
Parents really appreciate it, and it helps keep nickels and pennies from rolling around.
Why does your father look like Jeffrey Epstein? Timmy's mom. Someone explain to me why the dad in this commercial looks like a diet Jeffrey Epstein. In this same, but not the way your uncle. Oh Jesus! Seriously, we got like diet Epstein and Hardee's. I'm not sure how I feel about this commercial now. I'm not sure how I feel about the training tape, given the undertones that are being established here.
Now, those are just a few of the basics for earning a good reputation and making customers happy. But here are a couple more areas to quickly cover. First, teamwork.
As opposed to you doing everything like you've been doing the entire fucking commercials.
You're not busy. Help out a cashier who is. You can draw drinks or help assemble the food order.
Well, wait a minute. If someone can help assemble it, then why in the fuck even try to make them memorize that whole cycle? That's weird because you're saying memorize the cycle, but you're also saying that someone may help them if they don't have anything to do with that given moment. Please pick a lane here. Oh no. Trips. Oh!
Finally, we need to have enthusiasm about.
Can you explain to me why every single one of these arrangements on the fucking table look like you stole them from someone's fucking memorial? Seriously, they look like the kind of shit you place outside of a roadside memorial. Why? Treat every kid like they have an extra chromosome. Yeah, treat every kid like they're completely unable to process the most basic of information and they lack object permanence.
Our secondary assignments. You know, checking the bathroom or cleaning the dining room.
Make sure there's no crackhead overdosing on heroin on the floor again because we'd much rather not have this happen again. She was in the same position she was in with the manager several weeks ago, just to ensure that she had a lock on this training video position because it was the easiest thing she could do.
I don't always love to clean up, but again, my reputation's on the line.
Yes, because I'm sure that when you're not cleaning the floor at Hardee's, everyone in the town simply says, "You're a dirty bitch who doesn't clean the floor at Hardee's." Because I'm sure you get like your own little custom wanted poster and everything if you refuse to sweep the floor in a crowded dining area because you don't want to elbow someone in the back by accident. The pizza man didn't risk his life for this bullshit. He didn't risk his encounter going against the West Side Hungry Howie's crew for this nonsense.
I use cleanup as a chance to get to know customers. Chatting with customers makes even sweeping more enjoyable. At least the time passes faster.
Yes, because I know that whenever I'm in a restaurant, I want the person cleaning the floor to stop me from eating, to bother me about my day. I appreciate the fact they're being friendly, but at the same time, I feel like I'm taking up their time doing their job, and it might get them in trouble too. I'm more concerned about, dude, are you going to get in trouble for stopping? Because I have no idea what your boss is going to do if they see you talking to me. Especially since most of the time we're both probably be talking shit about said boss.
You know, I'm not sure what kind of work I may be doing after college, but I do know I've learned a lot here.
Yeah, you learned a lot here, like how to knock people's food over and how to destroy stuff and how to burn people by accident with hot grease from hamburgers and how to throw French fries into a bag so fast that it's like they're not even moving anymore. She learned how to move faster than the eye could see because that's how they assembled that order on the tray without anyone seeing them put it there. Like, I understand that you may learn a few things here and there from Hardee's, but Hardee's it's not Harvard. It's Hardee's. It's a fucking restaurant chain. You're not going to fucking MIT or Princeton or Cambridge.
Customers happy, selling, even how to keep a place tidy.
She turns up in community college, and that's as far as it went from here. She ended up having a relatively normal life, I'm going to assume, but can you imagine waking up at like 35 years old, like, why the fuck did I film that training video? This is annoying. Can you imagine your kids seeing this like a couple of decades after you retire from Hardee's, realizing that you were the goofy, ditzy kid behind the camera at one point?
Hello. Hi, and I love it when customers remember my name.
I wouldn't, considering the fact that back then we had a lot of problem with stalkers, rapists, and murderers. I'd be pretty concerned about a stranger knowing my name for no reason. It's like, could you please not get halfway over the counter? It makes me fucking nervous.
Like I said, when a customer steps up to the front line, my reputation's on the line.
She was later found cut in several pieces because the guy at the counter killed her weeks later after stalking her relentlessly. Kidding, but would you really be surprised if that was the terrifying fucking reality of that commercial? I would not be.
Recordings just got better.
Oh, fuck off, Dana.
Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that...
No one gives two fucks about you. Hardee's University. I'm training papers. Getting your act together. Oh, this ought to be entertaining. What the fuck's even happening? Knocks everything over. Cardboard through the window.
Thank you. Come back and see us.
Beats off. Hey, shit. Like, I've actually seen people at the fucking customers remembering my name makes me instant. Oh, goddamn, Steve. Can you just imagine a customer I've actually seen customers just blow through the fucking drive-thru, just scream, eat shit at the cashier. Yeah, the 80s is fucking crazy. The 80s was ape shit.
Seconds flat.
That's great.
That's the fastest in the business. The fastest drive-through in the business. That's what.
The fastest. Yeah, but the problem is usually when it's a fast drive-through, it's pretty easy to have accidents, mishaps, and even fuck up an order. Order, no big deal, but I'd be worried about burning myself on the grease or the grill, especially if you're trying to rush through an order.
We're after anyway. All Hardee's is working to have the fastest, most accurate drive-through window service in the company.
Can you please fucking blink? Seriously, please blink. The fact that she's staring at the camera like that is fucking scary to me because it's like a fucking lizard staring at someone before it licks its eyeball to keep itself moist like a gecko.
With the changes made in Hardee's in the last couple of years, that won't be hard to do.
We had to stop serving certain meats inside the hamburger because people began to wonder where the neighborhood pets went.
Over 50% of Hardee's business is done at the drive-through window.
There's some
that
good
makes
80s
this
music.
the busiest cash register in the restaurant. And because it's the busiest, it's also got to be the fastest.
I need to refamiliarize myself.
Americans are in love with their automobiles. We spend quite a lot of time in them, but no one likes to have to wait in a car. Something we never...
I don't know. I'd rather wait in a car, like getting warm today, for example, than I would be outside because it was like fucking -3 degrees the majority of the fucking day. Seriously, I do not like living in my state. The only reason I live here is because of my job and my family and Kate's family are here. If no one that I knew lived here, I wouldn't fucking be here. If I had, like, for whatever reason, if my job gave me the money to relocate to another area where I could actually live in a warmer part of the country, I would do so just to get the fuck away from the snow. And I know how to drive in the winter, so I'd be smart enough to actually understand how to drive if I ever did have snow and ice on the street. I just have to watch out for the other idiots.
Nevertheless must do a lot.
There's only one maniac allowed on the road, thank you.
People who come to our drive-thru are in a hurry, or else they would have taken the time to come inside. And because they're in a hurry, we've got to be fast. And the only way we're going to be fast is to get our act together. ACT stands for Action, Commitment, and Teamwork. It works like this. As soon as a car approaches our drive-thru, we go into action. There's no reason a customer should have to wait at the menu board.
Man, that's one ugly fucking car.
The order taker takes the order, being as polite and cheerful as possible, so the customer...
She's talking shit on old school She's talking shit on the old school fucking Quake forums.
knows he's dealing with a person and not a machine.
How would he think he's dealing with a fucking machine if he can see all three of you through the fucking window? Believe me, if machinery was that advanced earlier on, Terminator would have already been here.
That brings me to commitment. Everybody in our restaurant, but especially the drive-thru crew, are committed to serving that customer as fast and accurately as possible. And to do that, you need teamwork. Everybody participates. Everybody has a job.
Your total is $3.19. Please drive through. Hi, I'm Deborah. The order taker is the nerve center of the drive-through operation. It's my job to take the customer's order accurately, being as friendly as possible, and get them to the window as quickly as possible.
Okay, can you please not make it sound more complicated than it really is? You'll straight up say it. I take the order, I relay the order, they make it, they hand it to me, I give it to him. The end. Seriously, I appreciate the fact that you do this job, because it's a job that requires a lot of attention to detail and requires a lot of patience. But please stop acting like you're coordinating UAV strikes or Reaper drone strikes in the Middle East. It's not that complicated.
I guide the customer through their order, then I communicate it to the rest of the crew and help the others out as much as possible.
Remind me why it is that you can communicate with people at work, but when it comes down to talking with your partner about your issues, you will not talk to them, but you'll act angry for a week until they find out the hard way. Committed to serving the customer, unlike with my... And I think they have a lot of issues to work out, Steve. They have a lot of issues to work out.
Some tips for being a good order taker. First, you've got to be a good listener. Pay attention to the customer and speak clearly when you talk to them.
So Helen Keller's out of the running.
Second, don't turn off the speaker too fast. The customer may want to make a change in their order. Wait.
If the customer finishes their entire fucking order and is about to pull away when they change their order, that's entirely on them. People are so lucky I don't have that position and have that ability because I'd be fucking with people so much. Like, middle of the order. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. We're having an issue over here. Let me try again. Okay, what was the last bit of it? Okay, you're free to go. And then cut it off right as soon as they're about to say thank you, so they're even more freaked out because they have no idea what the fuck just happened or whether or not you heard what they said prior. So now they're sitting there waiting for the speaker to turn back on, not knowing whether or not their order's finished.
Wait till you hear them driving off. Finally, Do anything you can to help out
God,
your
I'm sorry,
teammates.
it's kind of sick.
Do whatever you can to keep that customer moving.
Even if you have to get behind them and shoot out the back window to get their ass going.
Welcome to Hardee's. May I take your order, please?
Hi, I'm Laura. This is my headquarters, the transfer cabinet.
The transfer cabinet, as opposed to the street corner.
From here, I'm ready to bag any of the orders that come up at the drive-thru. A lot of
We also smuggle drugs, but we cannot talk about that in the training tape, so please ignore this part.
the time, I act as a go-between for the drive-thru and the back line, letting them know any special needs. It's
We
my
also have heroin, but we do not talk about that because, again, hush hush.
job to assemble the orders as quickly and as accurately as possible. Here are some special tips. 1. Make sure you've got plenty of bags readily available to fill orders. 2.
As opposed to just throwing them all at the customer through the drive-thru window and pelting them with hamburger. God damn it! Now I have that visual in my head of just someone hurling a hamburger at someone through the fucking drive-thru window, pelting them right in the face. Just see like a shower of French fries and then a hot hamburger, then a drink hitting them in the face at once. We didn't have a bag, so I hope the second-degree burns were worth it.
If you're also in charge of drawing drinks, get them first and get them out of the way. 3. If you're waiting on something, start bagging the next order. Just don't forget the first one. Most importantly, if there's a delay in any order, let the window know as soon as possible so they can make a decision about pulling a car forward.
As opposed to waiting for like 10 to 20 minutes when the person's literally sitting there wondering whether or not they've just been delayed intentionally or whether the customer remembers them. Like, what happens if it's like an ex-partner of one of the people at the drive-thru? They have to make awkward conversation for like the next 15 minutes because you guys forgot what the fuck you ordered and you don't know what you got.
Excuse me, I've got an order to fill.
Looks like it only.
Hi, my name is Theta. As drink drawer, my job is to prepare all drinks for the drive-thru.
So your only job is literally just to have a cup, press it against the nozzle of the drink dispenser, put some ice in it, put the lid on, and give it back. This seems like they are not trusting your ability to do something with a bit more importance, miss. You might want to talk to them about that because this might be racial discrimination. Part of me wonders if they had a delivery driver, if she would not be allowed to drive, given all the Asian stereotypes.
From here at the drink station, I can hear the orders come in from the drive-thru and have them ready, sometimes even before the customers are through placing the order.
So you knew what they wanted before they said what they wanted. This is some ESP shit.
Here are some tips for the drink drawer. First, be sure to keep the station properly stocked with cups, lids, tea, milk, juice, and coffee. Finally, lid all drinks and mark any drinks other than Coke. Sometimes it's hard to tell a Diet Coke from a Coke or a Sprite from a water. It doesn't take long to mark the lids, and the customers really appreciate it. See ya.
Laura's a really good bagger. She almost always fills the orders right, but everyone makes mistakes occasionally.
And the last time she did it, we had to pull out 3 of her fingernails. She never fucked up again. Because the thought of being tortured again was too great for her to bear. So she ended up committing seppuku to show that she was willing to commit her life to the cause of Hardee's. Grand Hardee's Shogun.
I check the order to make sure everything's included and slide the orders down, making sure they stay in the proper sequence. If there's a problem with an order, it's my job to let the other team members know and to help get it resolved quickly. If you're doing this job, just remember to keep your condiments, trays, straws, and napkins stocked.
Thank you. Come again.
Slams the door.
And I'm Cindy, the cashier. I'm the one that deals with the customers in person.
Why the fuck do you not blink, ma'am? Why do you not blink? Like, the only way to make sure the customers reciprocate your kind diligence is when they would give you another thing to drink.
I have to handle each transaction quickly and accurately. And most important, I get to thank the customer for coming to Hardee's.
Yeah, because I guarantee coming to Hardee's was a great service to you. Seriously. Why is it that every frame I pause in, she looks like she's a mannequin? This is some creepy uncanny valley shit, I'm telling you.
I have a few tips for you too.
Step 1, don't put your finger inside the ovens. Step 2, keep your dick off the grill. Step 3, don't try to circumcise yourself with the roast beef slicer at Arby's.
First, when the customer gets to the window, greet him in a friendly manner and tell him the total of his order.
You mean to tell me I'm not allowed to tell the customer to eat shit and piss off?
Second, if there's a problem with an order, it's up to you to make a decision. Should you wait a few more seconds on the order, or if it's not ready, have the car pull up to help speed up service for other customers.
This is back when old school automobiles used to look like fucking boats.
If you're having a lot of delays, let the management know. And that's our drive-through team.
Wait a minute, what about me?
Oh yeah, this is Irene, our manager.
That's right. It's my job to oversee the entire operation, to make sure that our customers receive superior service at all times.
Can you imagine what this team must be like when they're all synchronized? It must be hell on earth, because then everyone's pissed off and angry with each other the whole day. Don't fuck in the bathrooms, don't eat the food you're feeding the people. And another thing, don't abuse drugs or narcotics on the job or on the premises, and especially don't be selling said narcotics to customers.
Right now, I'm overseeing the drive-through area to make sure that the team is experienced and everyone is working well together. It's also my job to make sure that the employees are all part of the team. For instance, the back line.
You mean to tell me that the employees should not be having Battle Royale in the food prep area? Well, I guess that's a real shame. Everyone better put the knives and cleavers down. I guess it's been called off.
It's essential that all backline employees work well together. No matter how fast the front line and the drive-through crews are, if there's no product, the service will be slow.
Dude's like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. I'm just doing whatever she's fucking told me to do because I'm not going to even ask any questions. I love how it looks like the guy he cannot be bothered to put up with this shit, so he's just kind of pretending to still be cleaning just to fuck off and leave him alone.
The backline crew is an essential part of the team. The production cabinet helps, but it must be used properly. If there is a delay, the backline must inform the bagger as soon as possible. A team doesn't always have to be this big, but it does have to be this good. Lots of parties offer service as fast as ours with fewer people. Remember, a team is only as strong as its weakest link.
Looks at one of the employees with like an angry, condescending glare. Yeah, nervous laughter. Nervous breakdown intensifies from the one dude in the back that doesn't know what the fuck is happening with his life anymore.
Our team has set a speed goal of 30-second service and an accuracy goal of 100%. We want our customers to spend as little time as possible in the drive-through window while giving them hospitable service and the best food in town.
If someone stares at me the way you fucking stare at me while I'm ordering food, I'm immediately going to slide my wallet across the fucking table and run like hell in hopes that the money will keep them from trying to rip out my throat.
It's easy to do. All you have to do is get your act together. That's action, commitment, and teamwork.
I don't want it. You can't make me. I don't fucking want it. You can't make me. I don't want it. 1989, goddamn it. She was looking like birth. When you fucking hate yourself and everyone else around you. $1.25. What the fuck is this shit? Okay, I need to lay off the fucking drugs. No. Please rewind. Remember that shit back when we had VHS? Oh god. What the fuck? 70s is another reason why this shit shouldn't happen.
Standing right where you are. Make yourself a new song.
I love how all the sex offenders from the neighborhood gathered on one fucking table. Seriously, like, why does this look like fucking meeting of the suburban sex offenders? What the fuck is this? Yeah, I figured I'd revisit a classic because I feel like there's still so much more I could do with this. Seriously, like, why the fuck did they look like the suburban sex offender registry has come to life. Back when those haircuts were a thing. When your hair was fucking mostly flammable. The one redhead guy in town. So wait it up. That fucking stupid ass paper hat. Even that hat is so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ. Every one of these employees. Why does it look like she's struggling to keep a nervous laugh in? Like even she knows something's fucked up. Somebody tells me someone's gonna end up hacked into Hamburger. Jesus fucking Christ. Who or what is this? Why does she look like a weeping angel without wings? Catch it if you can. Well, catch it. When you say catch it if you can, given the time period, it sounds more like you're trying to encourage people to catch chlamydia, AIDS, or gonorrhea. So you might want to be a bit more concerned with that.
Hi, good to see you. May I help you?
2 Big Macs and a chocolate shake.
Would you like some French fries with your order, sir?
We have beef, 3 filet, 2 cheeseburgers, and 4 Cokes.
Good morning, sir. May I take your order, please?
No, we don't. How about a chocolate shake? That'll be fine.
A Coke? Yes, sir. Here you
This is back when the shake machines actually fucking worked.
are, sir, and come back soon. May I help you, please? Thanks, Bill.
Okay.
Thank you.
God damn, they're swamped.
But everything's under control.
Good morning, sir. May I help you?
And yet, it wasn't always this way, was it? I mean, as far as you were concerned, remember how it used to be not too long ago?
What do you have?
That'll be $95.
Is that all?
What
This is back when money actually went further, where you didn't have to pay $10 for one person to eat a couple of sandwiches and a fry.
did you say? I said 4 hamburgers.
God
Was
damn.
that all? Yes. Can I have a cheeseburger?
Is that all?
Why is this kid screaming?
Hey, how long do I have to wait here?
Man.
I said, can I have a cheeseburger?
If you don't get him out of here, he's gonna end up a cheeseburger.
What do you have? I never ordered Cokes. I wanted milkshakes. For crying out loud, will you hurry up?
Where did that kid go?
What the fuck?
How about some French fries?
If I wanted fries, I would have asked for them. Just give me what I ordered, huh?
I love how this whole thing is just spinning the fuck out of control in less than 5 minutes.
Come on, Bill, a little hustle, huh? Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
What does he expect from me anyway?
79 cents.
Is that all? Bill, give me 2 Cokes. Why don't you get them yourself?
Yes, the old job wasn't much fun, was it? You used to ask yourselves,
How come I always get the old grouches?
You're not the only one.
Could someone explain why the funeral director is here? Hey, Mr. Poe, you might want to talk to the Boulderlayers. I imagine they need to speak to you about their legal matters regarding their family's passing.
Oh, let's see. Hamburger, French fries, an apple pie, coffee.
Wise guy.
This voice reminds me of what you hear when you split open a tree.
That's all we get in here, are wise guys.
Why is everyone in such a hurry?
May I help you? Why can't they make up their minds? Well, what will you have? And what am I, a mind reader?
From now on, I just don't care.
yep, nothing seemed to go right. Hurry, hurry, hurry. What could you do but, like you said, adopt a don't care attitude? Why try to be pleasant when all you get is a grunt?
Well, a lot of this shit you can put on the customers because a lot of the customers are just unpleasant assholes. Seriously, like, I guarantee at least there are like 3 or 4 people in fast food that every day it's like, if I could jump over the counter and beat the shit out of this fuck, I would. Like, I imagine there are people who literally just feel like that every day they're alive when they deal with the public, because let's be honest, the public does fucking suck. Treat every customer as if they were a spoiled rich kid. At that point, I would just jump over the counter and drop kick someone in the chest. Sweet.
You know, some of these customers are so dumb. This guy comes into me and he says he wants a set of spark plugs. So I say, 6-cylinder or 8-cylinder? He says, what's a cylinder?
Yeah, it sounds like it helped the customer a little bit more, sir.
I need a distributor for my car.
What kind?
Not sure. I never got one before.
What are you driving?
68 Camaro.
Well, they're all different.
Why?
The moment he describes to you what kind of car, you should automatically know what kind of distributor you're referring to. I mean, the fact that he knows the make and model would have been sufficient enough to point out what you're looking for. At that point, that doesn't sound like a lackadaisical employee. It sounds like someone that doesn't even know what the fuck they're doing when they're working there.
Why don't you make up your mind?
Why don't you look it up in the catalog? Give me a call. I'll be working out here and back.
Well, wouldn't it be listed inside the... If it's a catalog, then look for the 68 Camaro. If it's like a specific model, like for the Chevy Impala, for example, they have the Impala and the Malibu, two different models with the same make. These kind of things can be used to narrow it down.
First time you ever gave much thought to things like that.
This teenager is pissed off at everyone.
Seems like a nice radio. It has earphones. Huh? Think that would be nice? Oh, excuse me. Busy right now. I'm looking for a radio.
Radios were the shit.
And, well, you advertised one last night, but it ought to be right there.
Thank you for telling me you don't give a shit without saying it.
Should have a sale tag on it. Well, I don't see any. Then we're all out.
At that point, she would have grabbed her by her hair and slammed her into the fucking wall.
What a way to treat a customer.
Janet, could you get me 2 shakes?
I'm busy. Get it yourself.
You got the one guy that gives a shit.
2-barrel? 2-barrel, 68 Camaro.
Okay, let's see.
Yep, there we are. Coming right up. There, that's...
He also has a fine collection of butterflies he'd like to show you that are all pinned to little pieces of wood in his backyard, but you can't tell anyone about it because he also has some humans there that are the same way. There you go, I creeped everyone out. There you go, mission accomplished.
Should do the job. Now, if you need anything else, be sure you call on us. Matter of fact, we've got a spark plug sale going right now that you really ought to take advantage of.
I am not ready for tomorrow. Like, apparently the road to my workplace is essentially all ice up until the point where I reach town.
Glad you came in. Hope to see
Up
you
your ass
real
it goes.
soon. Sorry you had to wait. Really busy today. Now, what would you like to see? My son would like a radio for his room. I wonder if you have one like the Model Enrights advertised last night. Well, now, let me see. I know the one you mean. We did have it, but I'm afraid we're all sold out. You know, I think I saw one in the back.
Let me take a look. Wait right here.
While I'm checking, here's a new one that just came in. Why don't you have a look?
Have a look. Wait right here. I'll be right back. Like I said, this is back when radios were the shit. This is back before we actually had modern technology. Want to know where these scars? I was a rude cabbage. Yeah, and the person literally just beat the shit out of him with a fry strainer.
What do you want? But then you went right back to the old grind. The grouches, the smart alecks, the mind changers, the hurry guys, the gee I can't decide gals.
Burgers, please. No, make that 2 double hamburgers.
It probably didn't help the fact that due to how this was the 70s, a lot of them might have been fucking high. You got the stoner coming in reeking of pot. Still smoking half of a fucking roach when he walks in. He orders like 10 cheeseburgers and forgets that he didn't pay for them when he walks out.
No, maybe you better make that a Big Mac.
The kids who spill their Cokes and lose their money.
I want a Big Mac and I want 2 cheeseburgers and I want them in a hurry, okay?
Well, the matter with you? You forgot the fries, and I haven't got much time.
Down 3 burgers.
Hey, come on, I've only got a half hour for lunch.
Why the fuck you still wearing your hard hat inside? Do you expect the roof to come down on you? Do you know something that we don't about the construction of this building? Like, does he have still little faith in the structural integrity of the building that he requires to wear a hard hat even inside? Is he afraid that a rat's gonna push a light off the ceiling fixture and smash him in the head?
Janet, get me a chocolate shake. Get it yourself.
Up your ass it goes.
Could you please hurry up? I don't have all day.
Had that been like right now, she would just roll around and backhanded the other chick right in the face.
Wow, it's been a rough day so far. Great, it's almost time for a break.
I know exactly how you feel.
But what could you do with that don't care attitude?
You get summoned.
That was pretty rough today. Think it'll be the same tomorrow?
I suppose.
Doesn't have to, you know.
Well, what do you mean?
I like to do plenty of complaining. Guess everybody does till they get things figured out.
Figured out? What things?
Things like, what's the answer? What's the secret? What's the difference between doing your job well and enjoying it, and not doing it well and not enjoying it?
What is the secret?
Let's put it this way. What kind of people do you like to do business with? I mean, when you're the customer.
A girl who helps you find the radio you're looking for and can't find, and enjoys doing it.
The guy who helps you pick out the right distributor for your old car.
And enjoy.
Who also told you some really disturbing secrets about how his peepaw killed a lot of people back during the Korean War.
By doing it. I see you've both been doing a little thinking.
But why did they enjoy it? Their work is no snap either. What's the secret?
Well, simple as it may sound, the secret is courtesy.
Courtesy?
Courtesy.
Ah, come on.
You were expecting another Einstein theory? Courtesy. And the big thing about courtesy is it's more contagious than the flu.
Believe me, if that was true, there'd be a lot less assholes in the world.
So I smile. That it?
You're getting there.
So I smile. How is that going to make my job any easier?
I said courtesy was contagious. I didn't mean that just the other guy catches it. You catch it too, from yourself.
I don't get it.
Look, a lot of guys think you got to act the way you feel. You feel lousy, so look lousy.
Yeah, so your job is to suppress all the hidden rage you have and all the customers who constantly insult your fucking intelligence with their incredibly stupid requests.
That makes everybody feel lousy. Big deal.
Just
you
don't kill anyone.
Smile, so don't smile. And nobody smiles. I'll tell you something. The smart guys discovered it works just the other way around. Start showing someone else a little consideration, and right away you'll feel better and feel like doing a better job.
You know, I really believe that. This girl who waited on me and sold me a radio for my son's room, she enjoyed her job. It was obvious.
Sure, she enjoyed it. So what's your job? Serving people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do it well, have a great feeling of satisfaction. And don't think there's anything wrong with serving people. Big question is, how do you do it? Do it well.
The most frightening thing is they are actually serving people to other people like Soylent Green, but let's not talk about that because I'm pretty sure the government's still listening.
And you'll feel like you're somebody.
The aliens are onto
How
us.
do you do it with courtesy? That's the big part of it. Gotta get going. Want to give it a try?
You bet we
Not
do.
particularly.
Okay, but be careful.
Careful. Why?
It's contagious.
Hi there, may I
Give me 2 hamburgers and I'm in a hurry.
Make you happy and gay.
Just smile before you smash the motherfucker across the face with the register.
Ring with a smile.
Good afternoon, sir.
But then you caught it. And you found your job is a pretty important one, isn't it? A lot of people to handle and keep happy. What keeps you happy? And courtesy is what makes it all run smoothly.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, may I help you?
Courtesy that begins working for you the minute you greet the customer. You've got the idea. Smile all the time. Whenever there are customers around, and even when they're not. Smiles are contagious too. After a while, you find that it's easier to smile than not to smile.
Hi, may I help you, please?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Wright.
And how do those greetings go again?
Good morning. How are you today? Good morning. Fine, thank you.
Hi, Jack. May I take your order, please?
Hello there. Good to see you again. And what would you like today?
I'll have a Big Mac. Hi, Mr. Adams. Good to see you again. And what can I get?
Yeah, with a name like Adams, I'm not surprised that he's dressed like a funeral director. Now it makes sense. Or is that meant to be like an inside joke during the fact this is around the time the Addams Family was a TV show?
For you today. French fries?
That's it. Always
You're stupid fucking paper hat.
looking right at the customer.
All right. Come
Always stare directly at the customer, even if that stupid fucking paper hat is making your head sweat.
Yes, sir.
Hi, may I help you, please? Yes, I'll have one cheeseburger and fries. One cheeseburger and fries. Okay, would you like a Coke with your order? No, thank you. I'm all set. All right.
I'll have 2 Big Macs and 2 chocolate shakes. Would you like some hot French fries today, sir? Yeah, 2 fries.
Actually, yeah. Quickly.
Reminding me about those fries. Yeah, we had some.
And done with a smile.
Quickly.
It has to be natural. So does the smile.
There's nothing natural about that smile when you're dealing with someone that constantly tests your fucking patience.
And you've discovered that at no time is the courteous, attentive
Smile like he's a car king with a big rich nut.
And during a rush period when it's
about to tighten his
easy
lug
to
nuts.
give the impression that you're hurrying
Up the tailpipe it goes. We'll see really quickly how bad the mile per hour moves after that lug nut.
Have a nice day.
Here you go. Out of $2.10.
He's gonna blow some gaskets. That's an old cash register.
50,
It's kind of cool though. I like the old
Thank you very much.
rotary
Come back
registers.
again. Thank
As weird as they look at now.
The impression you want to give is that you're hurrying to serve the customer, not to get rid of him. And
But you are trying to get rid of them. That's the whole point of getting them their food, is so that they stop pestering you, so you can serve the next customer and get them out of the way as well. That's the whole point, is getting these assholes out of the building so you can leave and go home to your miserable fucking existence, so you can wake up and do it all over again for the rest of your life indefinitely. Until you're either old enough to retire or you finally have the fucking nerve to put the gun under your chin and pull the trigger.
the best way to do that is to keep your eyes right on him as you ask him to return. You're busy, but everything's under control. The job
Just stare directly at them and make them as uncomfortable as humanly possible so they'll leave.
It's fun now, isn't it?
No, it's
You've
not.
discovered how good you feel when you make others feel good.
Why does that sound like an innuendo? You make other people feel good, so you feel good. Why does this sound like a fucking... Why does this sound like a really bad fellatio joke?
It's $1.50, $1.75, and $2. Thank you very
How
much.
important you feel when you make others
The British serial killers here too.
feel important.
I found out the reason he's wearing the hard hat inside. The reason he's wearing the hard hat indoors is because he actually helped build the building and he knows the building's not up to code. So he's trying to make sure that if he does survive, he'll at least still have his head intact.
Courtesy. That's the big thing.
The blind lady.
And the best thing about it, it's contagious.
My Winona Ryder. Mick dumbass. I guarantee you no one is that happy dealing with assholes every day. Mick assholes. You have just one life to live, so waste all of it serving people at McDonald's. I feel bad for Bill because it looks like his existence is suffering. Asshole TV, all assholes all the time. Especially the screaming ones. Headbutts him, karate chops him, and throws him. Just goes into some shitty exploitation film where it's just all martial arts. This paper hat totally isn't depressing. God damn. Okay, that wasn't my internet. That was literally the tracking on the tape eating shit. That was literally the tracking on the tape just eating shit just now.
The Wi-Fi is out.
Good, fuck you. Deal with it. Where'd the storm come from? Shut up. Like, yeah, that wasn't my internet going out. That was literally the tracking of the fucking tape that they were screen recording for this shit. Yeah, that's pretty much what the 70s were. If you weren't high as a kite, you were either fucking someone or filming someone else fuck, or you were growing out a porn stash to potentially start your career. Anyway, I'd like to thank everyone for dropping in. I wish I could learn how all my stuff still works. And with that, I'm going to do the B-roll. And I'm out. Time to get out of here.